All right, we're live.
We're live.
Hey guys.
Hey guys.
Welcome back to the White Guys podcast. Coming at you from my living room.
Because it's the summertime.
Yay!
Today we have a special guest, as you can see.
Hi everybody. I'm just another white guy on this white guy podcast.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's Caden Kydeen Affleck.
They're brothers.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
You can't just say no.
I can say whatever
Okay.
I want.
Okay.
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 You take that.
Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you.
Delicioso.
Yay.
Wow.
For the audio listeners, that was our Dr. Pepper segment.
Does that happen every
of
time?
the pod-
Every
yes.
time.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
I've seen the first episode and part of the fourth one, I think.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I
that's
think
right.
so. Yeah, that's right.
Alright.
I know which ones you listen to. All right, so today we're going to be discussing. Oh, wait, my notes are on my camera.
Legit.
We're going to be talking about the hit film Meth,
Meth
Gator.
Gator.
Yeah, I actually chose this one.
He
Yeah,
did.
I found this at a Walmart, in like the dollar bin or whatever. I was like, they got to do this on the podcast. I know Owen and Garrett would love this.
Mhm.
We do.
So I bought it
Indeed.
as a special gift, and we watched it today.
Yeah, we watched
Yes.
it. It was. Oh my goodness!
Oh my God.
It was a movie.
It was a film.
It was
We-
an hour and a half long.
We had the DVD, but we had to rent it because the area code for it was like from a different country somehow.
Don't watch movies on your PS5s.
I don't know how
For
it
whatever
got
reason, the DVD
shipped.
wasn't working.
Yeah. So we had to rent it.
Weird,
We're
but
like,
Womp
it was. Oh well, it was good.
yeah, it was something.
It was a film that we bore witness to.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
it certainly played while we were watching the screen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, let's get started. The
Yeah.
film opens on just a meth lab.
Yeah.
Like the first
Yeah,
scene is just
it is
them
a meth
cooking
lab.
meth.
Yeah.
And it's just two guys just like scrounging around and like sort of screaming. And
Yeah.
and just kind of, oh my gosh.
Oh, yeah, there are
Oh my-
dogs.
oh my
the dogs
gosh.
are just gonna. Safi,
Is that the Meth
touch him.
Gator?
Safi, don't touch him.
Is this, I'm allergic to dogs. For
Yeah,
the,
so
for the
that's
viewers
bad.
at home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My dogs may or may not just
So-
kind of like come in and out, but
Yeah.
just ignore that.
So it opens on a meth lab.
People
and-
are tweaking, like I said.
Yeah,
Yeah.
people are tweaking. They're trying to run away with their meth, and then the police get there. Officer Williams and Farmer.
Yeah.
The deputy.
Yeah, it's,
Deputy Farmer.
it's Sheriff Williams and Deputy Farmer.
Yeah. And they're like,
What a name.
stop
What?
right now. No, like
Yeah,
in the
like to the
movie.
meth.
They're
Oh,
like,
yeah.
stop
They're like-
right now.
Hey,
Stop that.
or I'll
The one
shoot you
guy-
or something.
Yeah,
The one guy has a
guy's
taser.
The
Yeah.
one guy has a taser and tasers the meth, the really old meth guy.
Yeah.
And the meth guy just like gets up.
Yeah.
He like
That's up.
And then just takes it off and punches the guy in the ears.
he
Oh my God.
Gets like tased and then just stands up.
Clocks the
swing.
guy.
And then just dips.
Our
Already-
officer of the law. no
Already
less.
we can tell this is a different type of movie
Yeah.
because both protagonists would go down to a taser, but this
Yeah.
one is chilling.
Guy just like
And
gets
he's literally fodder.
Mhm. So then the old guy and the dude with long hair like run away, and the one guy like wants to take the meth somewhere, but the old guy's like, "Screw you, Shane! I'm taking this my own way" or something,
Yeah.
and runs away.
He's like,
And then-
ha ha
Yeah, he did.
ha. He runs
All
away.
the dialogue and the like speaking parts of this film are just like ridiculously not good.
Yeah.
Oh my god. We'll get to the future characters, but a lot of them just like talk
It sounds like it's
Yeah.
sizzling.
it's
So
called
um,
carbonation.
Shut
basically,
your mouth.
Shane, the guy who got screw you'd earlier by the old guy, he's like standing out by the swamp,
Mhm.
and Sheriff Williams comes and he's like, "Stand down, Shane! You're under arrest." Or not? Shane.
Except
but-
he says it like super monotone.
Yeah,
Stand down, Shane. You're under arrest.
Stand down, Shane. You're under arrest.
Yeah, that's accurate.
He might be
And-
on meth, honestly.
No. Yeah, Sheriff Williams.
No.
That's an interesting theory.
Literally.
I would believe that.
I would believe it. But anyway, I think this is the first instance of Gator Cam.
Meth Gator.
Meth Gator.
Meth Gator himself.
He ascends from the
What
water.
if we don't know though if it's a woman yet or not?
The
Oh,
Gator?
yeah.
Do we ever?
Do we ever know?
The end of the movie has like.
Oh, don't get there yet.
We'll get there.
We're not
we'll
there
get
yet.
there.
But anyway, this gator comes from the ocean and
The
kills
bayou.
Shane.
The pond?
Yeah,
The
and I
bayou.
guess they like lost the footage because he kills Shane like just off camera.
Yeah. This death isn't on screen. They just
Yeah.
like, they pan away. They pan back to
and we
Maybe-
hear a
okay.
good ah.
Maybe he got death rolled and we just didn't get to see.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, there was not a single alligator death roll in this
Yeah.
entire film,
It's
which
very
was really
disappointing.
disappointing.
Yeah.
Indeed.
But Sheriff Williams watches in horror.
Yeah,
and
he just
Shane
kinda, like-
gets.
Chomped off screen.
No.
Yeah, he gets hypothetically death rolled. I
Yes.
guess. But then cut back to Deputy Farmer, who's caught up to the old.
The old crazy guy.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and he's like, Deputy Farmer, look out! And then he like looks to his side for a second. Meth Gator's right there.
Meth Gator goes, ow, and chops him up in one bite.
It was like he's right behind me as anything, and the Meth Gator's like right here.
Yeah, literally.
And, he
And then the
gets
crazy guy's like, and then runs away.
and then runs away.
And then takes all of his meth and runs.
Yeah, but Meth Gator, he's now a Meth Gator because he ate all of Shane's
He ate all
meth.
of the meth.
He
Um,
laughs like the ginger character from Velocipaster.
Oh, he does. Oh my gosh.
I've never actually seen Velocipaster.
You-
Oh.
Owen, you haven't shown him the
I mean, if
greatest
we have
film
time
of
after
all
this.
time.
Yeah, it just hasn't happened yet.
Yeah.
No, that's
Um,
crazy.
But
Yeah, so then they
That's
head
our
back to
opening.
then we go back. No, then we meet our main character, our main
no,
protagonist.
don't we?
right?
Isn't it like the mayor after this? And the mayor's like,
Yeah,
I
the
want
mayor
you to
talks
hunt
to
down
Williams.
this Meth Gator.
Yeah.
Word spreads really quick in this town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The mayor's talking to these two random hunter people
Yeah.
named like, I don't know.
They don't matter.
Bo and.
Cletus and Bo.
Yeah, sure. We'll go with that.
They don't matter.
Yeah, they don't matter.
But then we get introduced to our main character,
Our main protagonist,
Mr. Dante Williams.
Yeah,
Mr. Tampa.
Mr.
Oh, yeah,
Tampa,
okay.
DEA man.
That's correct.
His dad is the chief of police guy that's from
Yeah.
the beginning scene. And the moment that Dante like walks up to his dad's like,
I have the quote right here.
"Oh, go for it,
Okay.
go for it."
He says, quote, he's like, hey, Dad. And he's like, that's Sheriff Williams. To you, Mr. Tampa, DEA man.
He says it like in that tone too. It's the worst actor I think I've ever seen
Yeah.
Yeah.
on screen. Maybe.
We didn't even clue into the fact that they were father and son until like
Way
minutes
later.
way through.
An hour. Because we cannot understand a single thing they're
No,
saying.
Dante
Yeah.
talks with the like thickest accent. So like every third line that he says is just like completely unintelligible.
It might
Yeah.
not even be his accent. It's just that everyone in this movie mumbles.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they all speak like, "Oh, we gotta get the Meth Gator." Like they're all like
Especially-
really low, really mumbly, quick.
Yeah. Especially Anna.
Yeah, she's the
Oh,
worst.
we'll get to Anna later.
We haven't reached that
Yeah.
point.
Yeah. And then, yeah, I think they're just like driving in the truck.
Yeah, they go back to this like bar where we probably spend about half of the
Yeah.
movie just like
Yeah.
scenes in this bar.
You don't-
Yeah.
if we don't remember where they're at the bar.
That probably
Yeah.
this movie's so weird because I remember vividly the like beginning and the end. No, I don't even really remember the end.
We literally just watched it.
Everything that happens in the middle is just like
Huh?
It's
what?
a blur. It's
No, I could go. I
The
could
entire time during this movie, like every 2 seconds, we would just look at each other and say like, "What?"
run.
Yeah.
Because just nothing makes sense.
I think
Yeah,
literally like every
yeah.
5 minutes.
The
I would
plot
say
is just
So-
like out the window.
Yeah, so they go to the bar and they talk to the mayor, and the sheriff is like, "Hey, dude,
Well,
You
no,
need
we.
to
Sorry. Go ahead.
No, you can go.
We forgot about the drone.
Oh yeah.
So okay.
Biffle.
Wait, is that his name?
Biffle.
Is it Biffle?
I have no idea. It's different every time they say it.
Bifflo. I thought it was Bifflo.
Bifflo.
I thought it was
Bifflo.
Biffle.
So anyway,
Biffel.
the sheriff, he's talking to.
No, Biffle. Bifflo.
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 This Biff
Like Biff?
is low.
Biff.
How about
like
Lil
from-
Bill?
Lil Gil.
We can call him Lil Bill. Lil Bill from
Lil
now on.
Biff.
No.
No, Lil Bill.
Lil Bill.
Lil Bill.
Lil Bill.
That's a low blow.
You're a low blow. Lil Bill.
You stop that.
You watch your tongue.
No, I can't say that.
Lil Bill.
Anyway, Lil Bill has been
Lil Bill.
Lil Bill has, who by the way is a grown man, like
Yeah.
probably 50
Yeah.
years
Not
old.
Lil.
He's Big Bill.
No, he's Lil Bill.
Big ball Bill. Balls Bill.
Oh yes.
Big bald bearded
Big
Bill.
ball Bill.
Big no bald. big bald
Big ball
bearded
Bill.
Bill.
As in he has no hair, that kind of bald. Like yeah.
Big bald like the Miz.
What?
Bearded
Oh,
Bill.
right. Okay, I get that one. That's a joke
Okay.
for the Afflecks.
Yeah.
The Afflecks.
The
Yeah.
Affleck household.
But anyway,
All like 5 of them.
Lil Bill.
Extended family who.
Yeah, literally.
Okay, so Lil Bill
Get back
is
on
a
track.
professional alligator
Doesn't matter.
hunter man.
Mhm.
So he is chilling out by the pond and he has
Yeah.
this drone. As soon as he pulls out the drone, we were all like, oh, the alligator's going to eat the drone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the
Lo and behold.
lo and behold, the drone goes flying so that he can find Meth Gator,
Mhm.
and Meth Gator comes close and then jumps out of the water and just chomps the drone. Wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Truly spectacular. And then
This is where we start to see the beginnings of just the lengths to which Meth Gator's abilities
yeah,
reach.
power scaling's pretty
Sure.
crazy in this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So basically, the Meth Gator finds Lil Bill, and he's like, ah! And he starts like backing away, and it's like shooting the rifle at it. But
And he throws a chicken.
yeah,
He
he
does.
throws a whole
A
chicken.
literal whole dead
It, like,
chicken.
he grabs inside a bag, throws a chicken at this Meth
Also,
Gator, and
wasn't the
runs
drone
away.
in that exact same bag?
Yes. So hypothetically, he had just an open chicken
In like
and
a plastic
drone right
bag.
next to it.
Maybe that's why the gator ate it.
Oh, it smelled like
It
chicken.
smelled like chicken.
Mm.
That must be it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we cut back to the bar.
The bar,
Naturally.
yeah.
Naturally, we go back to the bar. And this is where we meet Anna.
Anna
Yeah.
and her father, who we
Yeah.
actually didn't know was
Oh
her
my
father
gosh.
till like
Because at the beginning
Yeah,
of the movie, when we meet Anna, she says that she lost her father to meth, whatever that means.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
And then-
like,
her
he's
dad
just
is like
the
right
bar
next
owner.
to her.
he's
Like-
just the bar owner for the whole movie, and he's not even that weird.
He's like cross-eyed sometimes, and he like is a little crazy.
he walks around like an ogre.
yeah, he like walks around like
he lumbers about. You
For
could
our
say.
audio listeners, Caden just did the walk. So.
Yeah.
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 he lumbers around like
about.
Shrek.
Yeah.
That's exactly it.
Like,
Yeah.
But she's convinced that he's like dead or something. I lost my dad to meth.
yeah.
He's just like right there. Honey, I'm right here. He's gone.
Or she,
forever.
or he's like some like adoptive father that she like accepted
Yeah.
as her own or something.
But like he
But that's
also
not made very clear.
Yeah.
Grady also says that he's a little hoo
That's
Believe
true.
it or-
He calls himself a little. "Ooh."
Yeah.
Believe it or not, the interpersonal dynamics of these characters were not really on our mind.
No,
Yeah.
and
So-
it also didn't really
Meth
make
Gator.
much sense.
Yeah.
Two things about Anna. Number one, you can't understand a thing she says.
No.
Or at least I couldn't.
Yeah.
She's mumbling
Literally.
the entire movie.
She mumbles the entire movie, and she actually has the thickest accent
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
all time.
Go get him.
Like she'll just say, you'll only be able to pick out like 2 words. It'll be enough to like make sense of what she's trying to get across,
Yeah.
but it will sound like Meth Gator, and then you're like,
Yeah. Number two about Anna, she used to have a relationship with Mr. Dante Williams, DEA man.
Mr. Tampa DEA man.
Yeah.
Mr. Tampa DEA.
I wouldn't call it chemistry. They have
No.
I
No.
described it as physics.
There's sure something there.
That assumes that they're physical, but they're not.
They're not. Well, let's.
Mm.
No,
we'll get
that's
there.
at the end though.
Yeah,
Then do they have biology, or is that worse than physics?
I think that's worse.
That is worse.
Okay.
Maybe
What do
they
they
have
have?
like aerodynamics.
Yeah,
they speak at each other in the air.
yeah,
that's true.
Yeah.
yeah.
They do that.
Yeah. I wonder if they understand each other.
Yeah, I think they'd have to.
They better.
They must.
So yeah, I think here like we meet the mayor more, and the mayor is basically like it's Memorial Day weekend.
Yeah, so
For
huge celebrations
Sweetwater
are afoot.
Point.
yeah.
This city,
Yeah, in Sweetwater Point.
Florida.
Right, that's what it's called. And the mayor's like, I'm not gonna shut down this town for some Meth Gator. I got my best men working on it right now.
Yeah.
Um,
Men are working and they're living, and they don't have to know about the massive meth economy underneath this city.
Oh, but they'll know.
This city,
Well,
this city
Do
is
they
like,
though? Like,
this city.
they're destroying our homes, our jobs.
This city is like the biggest has the biggest meth economy, of all time ever.
Yeah, with all 2 meth labs.
Yeah, there's at least 3 in this movie.
Yeah, but
'Cause
that
there's-
one's not in the city.
There's one at the beginning.
Yeah,
There's the one on the dock,
yeah,
Yeah.
and then there's the super lab.
but it's not in the city.
It kind of is.
No.
It's like in
They
the
literally
area.
say it's-
We'll get to that later.
The super
'Cause-
lab. Stay
Super
tuned.
lab.
Stay tuned
'Cause
for
right
super
now,
lab
The
discussion.
slab.
Someone's gonna take that gun right there, and they're gonna do some bang bang. Right, guys?
Some boom boom.
That's true.
We're gonna. Who says that? Is
Anna's dad.
it- Right.
You gonna go do some bang bang?
You're gonna take that gun right there and do some bang bang.
Bang bang.
Oh my god.
They can bang bang that.
But
No, I can't say that.
right
They
now,
can bang bang that Meth Gator.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I
Right
mean,
now-
he's-
someone else is doing that bang bang. It's those folks on the meth Gator.
Cletus and Bo.
Cletus
Oh
and
yeah,
Bo.
Cletus. The guys at the sheriff's said it's
This-
the funniest
It
scene
might
ever.
be my favorite scene in the movie.
Really?
It's up there.
Oh, my dog's growling. Felix. Ruff. Wait, we can't woof on the podcast. We can't bark for the internet. That's not okay. Felix.
Okay, look at those devilish
Sorry.
ears and tell me it's not a menace to society. Shut up.
This is on video.
I know. I was bullying your dog on the one with Liam too.
Oh. Okay. Anyway, Meth Gator.
Bo and Cletus.
Bo and Cletus.
They're in the bayou hunting the
they're-
meth gator.
So they get out of their little boat and they're
Mhm.
like walking. They're just kind of like creeping through the forest when Meth Gator comes right in front of them.
Yeah,
and
and
they
they're
both
like, ah!
they shoot it like 37 times, but
But they're aiming their gun like up.
they do the stormtrooper thing where they go
No,
like,
literally.
bang bang bang.
It's
It
like,
was
oh.
it was truly something. But the best part, when they're running away, we're pretty sure Bo shatters her leg.
Yeah.
She's just like running, and then there's a really loud crack that's unexplained, and then she's on the ground.
Yeah,
And then-
critically injured.
After this is my favorite part in the entire movie. Cletus is on the boat and Bo is lying on the ground and she's like, help me, and he reaches her gun up to like grab her so she can like grab onto the gun and he'll pull her in.
I half expected him to just accidentally dome her.
Yeah, literally.
But for like, I think 30 seconds straight, they're both just like wriggling, like back and forth, and she's like, get me out of here! Help!
And then the Meth Gator comes and just nabs her and pulls her away. It's so funny.
But only like 10 feet away, really.
Yeah.
And then chomps her, and then Meth
While he
Gator
shoots at her.
launches
Shoots at
himself onto
Yeah,
the boat
like flies at Cletus.
and just
It's like a Five Nights at Freddy's 2 jump
It's
scare.
Foxy from Five Nights at Freddy's. Just,
Literally.
and he just grabs Cletus and then straight back into the pond. And then we
Yeah.
go back to the bar. Where
Yeah.
Of
else?
course.
Remember when they said they were gonna leave? So they're still here.
It is, they
They
keep,
actually didn't go out to do bang bang.
every
Yeah.
time they cut to the bar, they're talking about like doing something, and then they
The next time we get
they
back,
leave
they're
the
back
bar.
from doing that.
yeah, they leave the bar, and then we don't see them again until they end up back in the bar.
Yeah, like the end of that last scene, they're like going out to hunt the gator, and then the next scene they're just in the bar again.
Yeah. This is where we get the I lost my dad to meth. So
Oh.
she wants to hunt down the meth gator, and
Because
they're
it's
like,
his fault.
yeah.
The
The
dad.
gator's fault.
No, the gator's
She
fault.
lost.
She
lost
blames
her dad
meth
to
on
meth.
the gator.
Yeah.
The gator caused meth.
He's
Yeah.
meth incarnate.
Honestly, it might be.
I would believe it.
I mean, it's almost unkillable. It's been shot like at least 5 times. by now.
Meth Gator is an analogy for the rising housing prices.
Yeah.
Where did you get that from?
I also think right around this point is where Lil Bill
That
and
came so far out. It's not even from left field. It's from beyond left field.
guys, we're trying to talk
Okay,
about
we're
the
talking
movie.
about Meth Gator, Owen.
Since when has
Stay on track.
Yeah. I'm
Go
only
ahead.
here for one podcast.
Yeah, he's
Oh
only
my
here for
gosh.
one episode.
I have to leave right after this.
He's only
he has to leave right now?
I have 5 minutes.
No, he gets 1 hour, and you're ruining it.
Okay then.
Stop.
Then they send me back to my country.
The U.S. of A.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, sorry, Casey.
Yeah.
Continue.
Thank you, Garrett.
To
You're
the
welcome.
big Houston.
Hey. Go ahead.
Shush. Anyway, this is where Anna and Lil Bill are deputized.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
They just become deputies.
Because, I mean, Farmer's dead. He was
Yeah,
a deputy.
that's true.
They're sad about him.
There are
sorta.
only 2 police officers in this entire
Yeah.
city, chief and farmer, and now there's 3 because they were both deputized.
Yeah. And Dante, who was a DEA agent, I guess.
Yeah, he's with the DEA. It's really funny that the DEA would like hear about a gator on meth and then send one person.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Owen.
What?
You can also speak.
Yeah.
No, I was.
We were
zoning
just
out.
kidding. I'm sorry.
was-
Yeah, it's okay.
We
I was
apologize.
elsewhere.
Oh, are you looking at the dogs again?
No, I was.
He's just howling. Felix,
Cool your jets, pal.
simmer.
What?
Okay,
Anyway.
Meth Gator.
Meth Gator. This is the second best scene in the movie right here. Because we
Yeah, I
cut
believe that.
to an inner city meth lab.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh
on the,
my gosh.
On the docks.
Like
Um,
on the coast, right next to
Yeah.
the water,
Yeah.
right where
And-
Meth Gator dwells.
I guess so.
Oh my
Except-
gosh, Felix. What do you want?
Except barely, because the meth gator was like swimming in the bayou, and then like in 10 seconds it's just in the
It just
inner city.
appears
somehow.
in the inner
Yeah.
city.
And it's kind of funny because like this guy is like, I'm not afraid of a meth gator, and then the meth gator like kills him.
He's like standing right on the edge of the dock with his back to the water, and he's like, I'm not afraid of no Meth Gator. And then Meth Gator just jumps out of the water, and all 3 of the women that are like on the pool edge just scream.
Yeah.
They're like,
They're having a duel of the fates confrontation right now.
my dogs are like, okay, wait, silent. Maybe they can hear it. The one dog is growling at the other dog that's on top of the couch.
So which one is Anakin here?
This one.
Felix?
You were the
chosen
Yeah, because what's the other one?
It was said that you would
Lila
destroy
has
the
the high
sick, not
ground.
join them.
Anyway,
Oh, they're done.
Meth
Okay.
Gator.
Okay.
Meth Gator. Locked
Anyway,
in.
guy gets killed on the dock. Then the
Yeah.
gator like gets on land and like
Eats
whips a girl and no, he just like hits her with the tail, right?
Oh yeah.
And
then
she just dies.
No, I thought he ate her after. Eat him up, eat him up, eat him up.
He just hits her with his tail, and then she just spontaneously like
He also
dies.
presumably ate all the meth that was on the dock,
Yes.
which was like 2 full duffel bags.
But
It's a lot of meth.
there's one more meth guy here, and he's running down the street, and guess what?
This has to be the best scene.
That meth gator's chasing after him.
Meth Gator
through like
waddles
a
on the
main street too. It's not like a back alley.
Yeah, they're like in the middle of just a residential neighborhood,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and Meth Gator's just chasing
he's
this guy
running,
down the street.
and then Gator's just after him.
And then the dude climbs a telephone pole, and
No, not even a telephone pole, a cell tower.
Yeah.
starts climbing a cell tower, and Meth Gator just climbs the cell tower after him.
He's like at least 2 stories in the air.
Yeah.
And the gator just climbs up after
This
him.
30-foot gator just like climbing up the.
Eats him.
We get this scene of like a zoomed out where they're like climbing up the cell
Like
tower,
from
and it's like
across the bayou.
Yeah. Because the sheriff and everyone is like in the bayou and they're watching this happen.
yeah,
Yeah.
they're on the boat. They're coming to the docks because they heard the Meth Gator or something.
Yeah.
And they see this telephone pole that's just falling with Meth Gator on the top of it.
Yeah.
And it's covering like at least a third of this cell tower.
This is a 30-foot long gator. It's just
Yeah.
on meth.
It's massive.
It's really crazy.
Oh, if you haven't already guessed, this is like a
Asylum movie.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was produced for the 25th anniversary of Asylum.
it's kind of to make fun of Cocaine Bear, which is
Yeah.
very similar to Meth Gator,
But
but
Legally
with cocaine
distinct.
and bears.
I did a little bit of
And
research.
it's on a true story. I don't think this is a true story.
No, it actually was. There was like an inspiration. It was
Meth
like
Gator?
people were pouring meth down the toilet
Oh.
and in Florida.
Wait, why didn't that?
And you know,
that never-
alligators are in the toilet, or sorry, sewers,
sewers.
as everyone knows.
That never happened in the film.
No, that never did happen.
It was like the
No.
tagline on
Yeah,
the
it
DVD.
literally was
Yeah.
the tagline.
It's
Don't flush your meth.
Guess
No
I'm
one
gonna
did.
flush my meth.
Sorry.
Yeah. But the film was directed by a guy named Christopher Douglas Olin Ray,
Oh my
also
gosh,
known
that's so many
for
names.
such hit films. That's so many names. Also known for such hit films as Top Gunner, America versus
Mm.
Russia,
Oh,
Three-Headed Shark Attack,
oh,
Two-Headed Shark Attack, Asteroid versus Earth, and my personal favorite, Mega Shark versus Crocosaurus.
Oh, I haven't seen that one yet.
Mega Shark
Versus Crocosaurus.
But he didn't make 7-headed Shark Attack.
No, only 3-headed and 2-headed.
Oh. Okay.
Sorry for the
seven.
li- sorry for the
seven.
li-
Seven would be too many for him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
someone
couldn't
else, that
handle
was
all
someone
that.
else's
He can't
job.
handle that
was
many
someone
heads.
else's job.
Yeah.
Okay, what happens next?
Anyway, the tower falls, and
Man.
guess where we're back?
The
The
bar!
bar! Yes!
Is the mayor here this time or no?
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
The mayor's not important.
Basically,
No,
they're-
wait, we don't
no.
go back to the bar. This is when we go back to the band people.
That's so
Remember
helpful.
in the middle, in the middle.
No,
of
no,
the-
because
of the,
remember, this is where
the
the
park?
explosion happened.
yeah, in the park.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
we don't
okay.
go back to the bar. We're not in the bar. Actually,
We're actually in the park.
Was that
We're in-
explosion ever explained?
No, we'll
No.
get to that.
We're actually in the park where the mayor is conducting a band of some sort.
Yeah. Of,
Memorial
students.
Day weekend parade.
Yeah, and then Chief and DEA man show up and they're like, the croc is still on the loose and he broke our cell tower, so now we have no communication. Our radios don't work.
We're only talking through station, which whatever that means.
Okay.
Yeah.
That had nothing to do with the rest of the film.
Yeah.
And then they, in the distance, they see a large explosion,
Yeah.
They
With,
do.
a black cloud that's up into the clouds.
Ginormous cloud.
Yeah.
And the chief is like, I should check that out. And then
Back to the bar!
Yeah.
and then he leaves. And then DEA man has a little conversation with the mayor, and the mayor's like, you need to get this under control or whatever.
Your
And then
finger
he
just
leaves.
cracked like 4 times.
And then they all leave, and then we never hear about the explosion again.
No one
Yeah.
ever talks about it in
No
this
one even
movie
goes to
ever
check
again.
on it.
No.
They just go back to the bar.
Mm-hmm.
What explosion?
Exactly.
Exactly.
Because at this bar, we find out someone has checked into a room recently.
Oh,
Mm.
It's
true.
crazy old meth guy.
Yes!
And he He is tweaking.
Oh my
in his
gosh.
room.
We get this.
I wish he was tweaking for longer. That scene wasn't long enough.
We get this scene of him just like walking around his room and like tweaking.
Yeah.
And it just like the most random shots. It's like it's horrible. It's
It's
great.
shot like he's in a saw trap.
Yes.
I don't know if you've ever seen
Yeah,
that.
it is.
The camera's just flying around. He's like,
Literally.
for the audio listeners, I just shook my head around wildly.
Yes, he did. And then Meth Gator shows up because he could smell the meth on
Old meth guy.
old meth guy. He shows up and he does the Kool-Aid Man thing where he like
Literally.
bursts through the wall and leaves like the shape of Meth Gator. And then
The guy
the
hides,
guy
under the
hides
bed.
under the bed and Meth Gator just leaves.
Yeah, but then Anna comes by and starts pounding on the door
Because she wants to
Okay.
she wants to talk to the meth guy.
Yeah.
So she bangs on the door, which makes Meth Gator come back in and check under the bed.
and eat the guy.
Eat the guy. But this is my favorite part. There's like screaming and roaring happening inside the room. And she's like, hello? Is everything okay in there? Hello?
Meth Gator leaves, and then as soon as Meth Gator's gone, Anna comes up with the idea to like kick down the door,
Yeah.
and then comes in and finds a Meth Gator-sized hole in the wall and
Let's-
nothing else.
Let's talk about the state of this room.
Okay.
Oh my God.
It's so confusing. Because like,
It's a hotel room.
No.
no.
Yes.
There's like a fax machine on the wall. There's like 2 TVs. The establishing shot when everybody, like the whole group, comes to investigate is like a fallen over Santa Claus. toy.
Yeah.
And it's like, what was?
It's Memorial Day weekend, not
Yeah.
Christmas.
And what's the dude's name? Grady. Like
Sure.
Grady owns this bar and a hotel. Who is staying here?
Yeah.
Like,
Crazy
Meth
meth
Gator.
guy.
yeah. There's only like 3 customers ever that we see in this
Yeah.
place.
Anyway,
Yeah.
so they come in and they're like, "Oh, we need to come up with a plan." And then we go to the slap fight ring.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then Lil Bill and DEA Man decide that they have to go find the super lab.
Yes.
because
super
they-
meth lab.
because
The
they-
slab.
Lil Bill is an alligator expert, so
Yeah.
he knows that alligators can't OD.
Yes.
They can't overdose.
This gator isn't gonna OD. It'll just get stronger.
So they realize that
And
if the gator
oh my
finds the
gosh.
super lab before them, then he'll become unkillable.
Unkillable. That's the exact
Honestly-
line. That's verbatim what they said.
This gator
Bar for
is
bar.
already practically unkillable because the guy that got eaten on the cell tower unleashes like a whole mag from a pistol.
And
Point blank
And
on
by
this
the way,
thing.
this gator survived a fall from that cell
Yeah.
tower too.
Oh my gosh.
This is a wild gator.
Yeah. So where
No
else
star.
to take this
No
movie? Then to an underground slap fighting ring.
Woo!
It gets wild here. That we just acted like the people that are in the crowd of this slap fighting ring. They're
Yeah,
just like,
every like minute or so, we'll get a random shot of like shot from like through the fire
yeah.
of just a bunch of people
'Cause
going, yeah.
This is like people at 11 p.m. just in like a field around a fire, and they're just watching people slap each other.
Yeah.
But
And there's $5,000 on the line.
yeah, DEA Man comes in and Lil Bill talks to the owner, the like tournament director of the slap
Yeah.
fight ring.
Right.
And he's like, this new guy's gonna beat anyone. So he brings the biggest guy of Buck. You can tell he's gonna be big and scary by his name.
Yeah.
And Buck and DEA Man go at it.
Yeah.
With
Buck delivers
they
one
bang bang.
slap, and he's like, "That was just my warm up."
and DEA Man goes, "Ugh," and slaps Buck, and he's like, ow.
Ow! Ow!
Ow. And then
Really hurt.
and then Buck winds up, slaps
him, and he's
DEA Man, and he like falls into the hands of the guy behind him.
And Lil Bill's like, "You got this. You got this. Stand back up."
DEA Man is like bleeding from the mouth. and then lines up to slap Buck, and then one foul swoop, and Buck is knocked out
It's
cold.
like Goliath. Like
He comes crashing down.
Literally.
Oh my gosh, it was hilarious.
Did anyone check if he was still like alive?
He's fine.
Or did they just like leave him there
They left him
while
there.
they clapped in front of the fire?
Yeah, while the NPC crowd is just going, yeah.
That might have been stock footage too.
So this is where Lil Bill and DEA men talk to the tournament director, who also just happens to be like a meth dealer.
Yeah,
or
he's like the
something.
owner of the super lab.
Yeah.
The slab.
And Lil Bill knows this for some reason.
Yeah.
And he's like, we'll pay you all of the winnings if you take us to the super lab right now.
Yeah.
He's like,
And
sure.
it's really like, it's pitch black. It's like 11:30 p.m.
I
And he's
forgot
like,
about
take
that.
us right now. And then the next shot is them going, but it's like
11
midday.
a.m.
Yeah,
Like,
it's midday.
and he's like, it's down yonder through this swamp. I wrote
And
that
then-
line down.
they're climbing up this like tower, and we all look and we're like, please let there be a zip line. And then we realize that all three of them are wearing harnesses, and we're like, there's gonna be a zip line. And we're all like, yes. And then they get to the top, and there's a zip line.
Indeed.
There's a zip line to the super meth lab.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the
and
greatest thing of all time.
It was beautiful.
It was incredible.
I don't
Owen,
know,
do you
they
want to
kinda
describe
just-
this part? Because it's...
They go
This
on
might
a
be
zip
the best
line.
scene in the movie.
Yeah.
What? No way. They go on a zip line and they just like randomly stop in the middle
Yeah.
as if the guy like willed it to happen.
Yeah.
And he's
Use
like,
the force.
you really thought I would lead you to my meth lab
I make more money
in a
than this
day
in
than
a
I
day.
did in my whole work life.
That line makes absolutely no... What does that mean?
Anyway,
need to.
I'm gonna kill you too. And he pulls out
Pulls out
his
a gun and he's like,
he pulls out the blicky.
the blicky.
The blicky.
But guys,
It's like, I'm gonna kill you right here. They're all like hanging from the zip
and they're
line.
like trying to move down this,
And it actually works a little bit, which
Yeah.
is insane.
They just start shaking, trying to like shimmy down the zip line.
and
and then
Meth Gator
Meth
appears.
Gator shows up.
and I guess he has like a 30-foot
Deus,
vertical. or
Deus
something.
Ex Meth Gator.
Deus Ex Method.
Meth Gator shows up and launches himself into the air and eats
What's
the
his
tournament
name?
director
What's-
guy. I don't know. He's
I
a
don't know.
ginger.
What's
ginger
the-
beard.
What's the Meth Gator's vert?
Like 30
30
feet.
feet.
Should I put the other one in here?
No.
It's all gone?
No.
Oh my. No, I'm good. I'm
Okay.
just fine.
You're lost, man. This is Dr. Pepper, just for the, if anyone
For
was
the folks
wondering.
at home.
Yeah, class of 2023, please sponsor us.
Yeah, please. Okay. Wait, I'm from the class of 2023.
And sponsor me then.
Oh my gosh.
I don't have an. Okay.
This is another great part.
This
Because
is the best part.
Stop it.
after this, we cut to the bar again.
Yeah. Sorry.
It's
He's a
the mayor and Grady, and the mayor's looking rough.
The mayor is looking rough.
Because Grady's like, Mr. Mayor, you had a lot to drink there. You might want to calm down.
He's had
He's
four
like,
shots
make
of-
it a double.
He's had 4 shots of whatever
Of
alcohol.
liqueur.
Yeah. And Mayor's like, I'm failing this town. I'm failing them. They hate me.
And yeah, they do.
And Grady is just like, I mean, they're probably all right with you. I mean,
They don't hate you.
he's like, they hate me. I'm gonna go kill this Meth Gator myself.
They all hated me.
He goes out to his SUV and pulls a loaded assault rifle and 3 bags of meth. The mayor of this town.
And like, yeah, just like an AR-15, pulls a bag of meth and just throws it on the ground.
And he's like, come get me.
So Meth Gator comes out of the swamp and just unloads the AR, like
Yeah.
boom, 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 boom.
Oh my goodness.
And then
then
Chief
the
shows up.
okay. He comes
Sheriff,
out of his
Chief
car.
Sheriff.
He pulls his pistol out. He's like,
Guys,
He's posted.
you have to be watching the video for this one because
You're
Hayden's
losing
doing the
half
things.
the value if you're not
but
watching.
yeah,
the
he's
video.
like, Man down, Meth Gator.
And then Anna just like sprints in
Out of
like
nowhere.
From the ether,
From the
Anna
top
just
rope.
shows up. She just
And
sprints.
she like pulls a shotgun out of the passenger seat. Why did the police chief not take the shotgun first? I don't know.
Yeah, he took the pistol. He really likes his pistol. And then Meth Gator comes, eats the mare. Mare's dead.
Only his leg, or no, only his top
He
half.
was getting
Yeah, that's
freaky with
Oh
that
yeah,
mare.
he's like.
He starts like gyrating.
It's the heaviest character he's had to eat so far.
Meth Gator starts gyrating on top of the mare. And the chief is still unloading his pistol bag. Like,
And Anna's shooting the shotgun.
Oh my gosh.
it's like,
And then doesn't it just leave?
It leaves.
Like
no, because he eats the. No. He
yeah,
doesn't.
That's later.
That's later. I mean, spoilers.
Who cares about spoilers for Meth Gator?
Okay, so then.
Our viewers care.
Oh yeah, I forgot the super lab was on an island.
Yeah, so then they go back
So-
to the island.
Biffalo or Lil Bill
Lil Bill,
and
DEA man.
are stuck on the island, and they get like a random guy to come pick them up.
and this guy just starts driving them around for the
Yeah.
rest of the film.
Yeah.
And they come back to the mainland. They see like the top half of the mayor's corpse just like lying in the.
Oh, they're like, oh no,
oh, he's like, oh,
ruh-roh, Raggy.
yeah, zoinks, and then they just
Zoinks.
they keep driving, and guess where we are,
Zoinks,
folks?
Scoob.
We're back at the
at the
bar.
And they make this plan to go find the super lab.
Yeah.
yeah.
So they head back to the island.
Well,
No.
We gotta talk about what they get.
Yeah.
At the bar.
What's his face? What's his name?
Grady.
Grady. The
Okay,
Anna's
this is
dad.
another one we gotta display the walk because it's like someone simulate the country music playing in the background. He's like walking down. He's walking down in slow motion, rocket launcher on his hip. And
He's just like holding it beside him. And he hands it to DEA man and is like, you get that gator.
yeah.
You get
And you
that
protect
gator.
my
You get
daughter.
that gator.
You protect my daughter and you kill that gator.
You get that gator.
Yeah. So then they
Um,
get back on this random man's boat
Yeah.
and they go back to the island and they find they see like PVC pipes just like sticking out of the
Yeah.
ground and he's like, there's not supposed to be PVC on this island.
yeah.
How did they not find it earlier?
They were on that exact same island. Which, by the way, stupid that the guy would bring them to the island where the super lab is and be like, I'm not showing you where the super lab is.
And I'm gonna kill you too, also.
Bam, bam.
On this zip line.
boom,
I'm
boom,
gonna
boom.
bang
His
bang you
plan
right here.
was to corner them on a zip line.
And then shoot them.
I mean,
Anyway.
where could you be more cornered than on a zip line?
They can't go anywhere. They're
True.
stuck there.
Yeah. That's
Anyway.
fair.
You could like unclip.
So they open the dialogue. Chief is like,
Is he?
I don't know. I don't remember exactly what he
I
said, but it was
think-
really funny.
It is. Oh my goodness. I just.
Chief looks, he's like, open the door, Bill,
Yeah.
or whatever, and then he's like, get down. He's like telling him to like squat, like lift with your legs or something. Like, get down there. And he's like lifting the door. Anyway, they go into the super lab. There's
Yeah.
meth everywhere.
There's two dead guys in there.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
Which, what's the point of those two dead guys?
Asphyxiation.
Yeah.
They died from asphyxiation, you know, because during the storm they were stuck in there and they couldn't get the ventilation.
Yeah, which has
and
absolutely
the air, so they're dead now.
zero plot relevance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
But-
that's fine.
No,
They-
it just explains why the gator didn't go there sooner.
Oh, right.
Ah,
But
that's
now
true.
they open the vents and the meth smell is coming out. And
On
as Little
purpose.
Bill says, it's overwhelmed by the meth.
Yeah, Meth Gator smells it, comes, and he's overwhelmed by the meth.
Yeah. So they're like posted up behind a table and the gator's just like thrashing around.
Why are they behind the table? The Meth Gator does not have guns.
It could fire back.
It's got a gun!
The bullets will bounce off of Meth Gator.
Yeah, literally though.
and then
They shoot it like 80 times.
they're just like unloading. All three of them are like unloading on Meth
4 of
Gator.
them.
Yeah.
All 4 of them, because it's Lil Bill, Chief, Anna, and DEA Man. DEA Man stands up, grabs the RPG, steps like right next to Meth Gator.
Literally like this close.
Like
Yeah.
point blank, and just shoots the RPG into its mouth.
Yeah, and
Big explosion.
Big explosion. And they're like, oh no, what happened to Dante? And then cue the and he like walks out covered in meth. And it's like,
I don't know how he's okay.
Head to toe covered in meth.
Meth.
He walks out and he's like, we did it. We killed the Meth Gator.
yeah.
And then they go back. There's a parade because it's Memorial Day
Yeah.
weekend.
Yay.
But
They're all
With no one
celebrating.
heading it up because the mayor is
Dead.
dead.
Yeah, no one's in charge anymore.
Martial law is declared.
He's like 6 inches under the water.
Yeah.
Not even
6
feet
inches under the water.
But I think Little Bill has a bad feeling
Yeah.
about this meth game.
He needs to be alone.
Yeah, right. He needs to be alone for a little bit after they kill this Meth Gator.
Yes.
So
So he goes back to the island to check on Meth Gator.
and we gotta talk about this.
We have to discuss this.
So who wants to take this one? Who wants to describe what
Okay.
happens?
He walks in and looks at the gator's corpse, and then it starts like shriveling and dissolving, and he's like, and then he's like, okay, this actually made no sense to me because I
No.
thought the corpse was decomposing, but then he like goes on the thing and he's like, the gator's not here, the gator isn't here, but nobody hears him because it's on a nondescript shelf somewhere.
Yeah, that's it. It's just like on a table.
Yeah.
But like,
So how did
we shoot a rocket into a real crocodile's mouth and it just shed its skin?
And then escaped.
Spider-Man,
Don't think about it.
Spider-Man the other style.
And like, how does this corpse where it shed its skin have teeth?
No.
Don't think about it. If you think about it too hard, it won't make sense. And we need Meth Gator to
I
make
actually
sense.
don't think it makes sense, even if you,
You
don't,
don't
think
think
about it.
No, it needs to make sense. Meth Gator has to make sense. It has to make logical sense.
Oh, Garrett, no.
So, anyway,
No.
Meth Gator,
Anyway, Meth Gator.
he's in the big city now.
He is in the big city.
Um,
Meth Gator
he's-
comes
He
to
comes
raid,
in to listen to the honky tonk music
Yeah.
to raid the parade
of
And,
all its
um,
meth
of all
and jobs
and
and
people.
homes.
Yeah, he comes in and they literally yell, "He's coming for our homes!"
Anna's like, that thing's taking our homes, our jobs. Literally what? Our businesses.
Anyway,
Who cares about our family?
Yeah.
Meth Gator comes and there's this great scene where DEA man just runs through the parade, waving his arms around. It's like
Get out of the way!
It's like silent. You just hear the like honky tonk music or whatever over top. You don't hear him like yell. You just see him like waving his arms like a maniac.
With a shirt that says DEA.
DEA.
Oh man. But guys, this is a really tragic scene.
Oh.
No.
Sheriff Williams.
Owen's playing with the mic.
Oh, okay. Sheriff Williams, Papa Williams. I actually don't know.
Papa
his real name.
Williams.
I don't
if you
know.
will.
The chief,
The chief sheriff, whatever you want to
chief
call him.
sheriff man.
And Dante's father. The gator gets him, guys.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Eats him whole.
eats him whole. This is where we realized that he was Dante's dad.
Yeah, because he's like, Dad! And Anna's like holding him back, and he's like,
And
no!
we were all like, wait a minute, what?
Wait.
wait.
Does he care about Dad?
And then they come up with this plan where they're gonna like
This plan also makes no sense.
lure Meth Gator to a boat full of fireworks
And meth.
and meth.
Oh, right. Don't
And-
forget about the meth.
And DEA man will be standing on the boat for some reason
Yeah.
to lure him there. And then they'll launch a firework and blow up all of the fireworks in order to blow up Meth Gator.
From the shore. They have the
Yeah.
firework on shore, and then,
Like a rocket
DEA
launcher,
man.
but it's actually just fireworks.
yeah.
I love
So they're setting this up, and then Meth Gator comes running at
Sprinting.
Anna and
I
Grady.
love the useless moment of Anna being like, "It's too heavy, Dad. I can't hold." Even when they're like
Wait,
not
we
even being,
forgot about something, but I'll
What?
let you finish.
even
You
when
did?
they're not being threatened by the gator at all. She's just like, I can't do it, Daddy.
Yeah.
And it's funny because he doesn't even like leave or anything. Like he's holding it with her.
Yeah.
She's saying it like she's the only one that can be holding this
She's
rocket.
saying it like she's Dwayne The Rock Johnson and Hobbs and Shaw holding like
Captain
a helicopter
America.
and 6 vehicles together.
What we forgot is how big this gator is.
Yeah.
30
because-
feet long.
No, it is. We see
No.
canonically it is larger than a fire truck.
Oh,
Yeah,
true.
because it just swings its tail and completely obliterates one.
Explodes a fire truck with one swing.
Yeah. I think it might be bigger than the Super Meth Lab now.
It might
Probably.
be. That's
So,
what meth does.
The Meth Gator comes running at Anna and Grady and then just like right past them because it smells the meth on the firework boat.
Yeah.
So as soon as the Meth Gator gets close, DEA man starts unloading his AR on him. Does nothing because bullets
Obviously.
Bullets
Because it's
don't do
bulletproof.
anything.
Yeah.
So Meth Gator jumps out of the water, and at that exact moment, they launch a firework, and it blows up Meth Gator, and DEA man just kind of jumps into the water the other way, belly flops into the
No,
water.
it's a crazy belly flop.
It is.
It is.
He's like,
It's like how you know how like Jack Black dives in the Minecraft movie when he's like release. he's like
water
this.
bucket, release.
That's how Dante falls into this water.
Literally. Check out our episode on Minecraft.
Yeah,
Chicken jockey. Sorry.
The Nether. Sorry.
the Flintens. Okay,
But
Flint
yeah.
and stop.
guys,
and then all the fireworks blow up that were on the boat. It goes,
And then they think Dante's dead.
and they're like, Dante.
don't leave us,
Dante!
They take like 10 whole seconds to start
Just
doing
look at his
CPR.
body. They look at
Yeah,
his
they just
body.
like stare at him, and then they get him out of the boat, and then they're like, drag him, and they drag him like 5 feet, and then they stare at him for a few seconds, and then they do CPR.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it's like the
Oh my
least tense
gosh.
thing ever. Like she just does CPR. Like
Yeah.
it works.
Like there's music over top of it, but it's not like dramatic music
Yeah, it's
at
not
all.
working
Like-
at all.
it's like a sad Christmas commercial. Like,
That's pretty accurate.
but they save Dante. He
Yeah.
chokes up some water.
Barely an inconvenience.
Dante, no.
No.
But guys, then we cut to the bar.
Back to the bar. Did you just backwash?
And I think
I promise I did it. And then we're back in the bar for the memorial service of Farmer, the chief, and the mayor.
And
Yeah.
no one else.
No one else. No
Because
one else
nobody
died.
else died.
And what I love, my favorite detail is that the sheriff's picture, he's just doing like 1,000-yard stare. He's just like,
For audio listeners, he was just staring into nothing.
but it's an amazing picture, and looks like Dante and Anna are getting back together.
Yeah, because
They
they.
just-
Okay, let's simulate what happens.
No, what?
Whoa! Don't
They're
give the
kissing.
LCDs more ammunition.
They're kissing over here, and imagine you guys are.
You're out of the frame.
Well, no, like imagine there's like someone kissing over here.
Okay,
right?
yeah.
And
And
then-
and they're just like. They just point at the just Grady and Lil Bill just point at the two of them while they're kissing. They're like, "Oh, look at that," and they point at them. They don't say anything. They're just like.
That's also one of my favorites.
And then that's the ending.
Whoa, that's not quite the ending just yet.
Oh my god!
Come on,
Right-
Garrett.
right
They
as
have
we're-
to do the sequel bait.
Right as we're looking over the swamp. Give us your best Meth Gator roar, Owen.
we just hear a Meth Gator roar resounding over the pond.
Yeah.
And then the film
The
ends.
film ends.
It was a wild ride.
Yeah.
It was.
It was a lot of us looking at each other and saying, "What the heck did they just say?"
Yeah.
And a lot of us looking at each other and going, what?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was worth it.
Yeah.
It was worth it to get through.
Mhm.
Yes.
I would recommend. Sit
Yeah.
down with
Yeah.
your friends and watch Meth Gator.
So
Yeah.
you can find it via DVD or for rent
DVD
on
for
Apple
rent
TV.
on Apple
Yeah.
TV. It's
Not
not
on Prime, surprisingly.
Yeah,
Or no,
that
you
was
can't
it.
rent it. You have to buy it for $10.
It's only like $10.
So this guy right here is the proud owner of Meth Gator.
Meth Gator
Forever
digital.
and always.
Yeah.
Yay.
But yeah, folks, get with your
Yay.
friends, get with your grandparents, get your
I wouldn't
aunts
say
and
grandparents. I don't know if your grandparents want to watch
Get your-
Meth Gator with you.
Get your little tots.
Yeah,
Yeah, they
get your
would all
nephews, get your nieces,
Get all your family
the whole family in for Meth
all on the
Gator.
couch.
Grab someone off the street for all weekend.
Yeah, like get everyone. Everyone.
Because that's
needs
where
to
they
see
got all
Meth
the
Gator.
actors for this movie,
Yeah,
just
literally.
off the street.
Literally.
Oh,
Yeah. It was good.
all right.
Yeah.
It's time to rate this film.
So what is our rating system, Owen? for
today? It's how dangerous an animal would be if it was on meth.
So like
Oh.
Cocaine.
the more dangerous an
the
animal
more
would be on
damage
meth,
it could do
the
on meth,
better the movie
the
is.
better the movie is.
Okay.
Okay.
Not
I'm
the
gonna
better,
have to
let's say
think.
the more enjoyable, because
Okay.
That was not a good movie.
No,
In any way, shape, or
no.
form. Owen, do you want to start?
I think. Oh man.
Or you can
Yeah,
not
I'm
start,
thinking.
I
I'm
guess.
thinking.
Okay.
Caden?
I will say I wish this movie was like Meth Gorilla or something.
Oh,
And like
we could have had 100
yeah,
men
100
versus
men
one
versus
gorilla.
one. Just saying, someone needs to make that movie.
Yeah, how
I'll write
is that
that.
not a-
I'll write that script.
That would be
100 men
so
versus
cool.
one gorilla.
100 men versus one meth
Meth
gorilla.
gorilla.
Meth up
Meth-rilla?
Meth-rilla.
Oh my goodness.
Meth
But, like,
gorilla.
I would say, like, based on my ranking of this movie on how much damage an animal would do if it was on meth, I think like a horse.
Mm.
Interesting. Okay.
So okay, hear me out.
I'm just gonna trample a lot of people.
Yes, exactly. It's
Kick 'em.
gonna like trample a lot of people, and it's just like
Wow, you're really
Finish off the Dr. Pepper for us.
okay.
I would say a horse just because like it's like I feel like you could deal with
Sorry.
it pretty easily. Just like avoid it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I'd say it's like a horse on meth
Hmm.
is
That's fair.
yeah.
I respect that.
Meth horse. Meth horse?
Sure.
Morse?
Morse.
Horse. This is a weird answer, but I'll go for it. I'm gonna say a chihuahua because
That would be
because
vicious.
it's vicious. It does a lot of damage, but it's only effective for like a little while.
Okay.
Like if
I
you give it
that.
a second dose, it's
think
you're
about it
giving
too
a
much?
second. If you're watching it again, it's like giving a second dose to a chihuahua that's already dead
Yeah.
on meth.
Right.
Oh my gosh.
We're saying this with 3 dogs. and
only
then-
worth one viewing.
I think mine would be like a unicorn.
Those aren't real.
Exactly. This movie felt like a fever dream.
Yeah.
I don't know if I actually just watched a movie or if I just stared
You
at
could-
a black screen for an hour and a half.
You could probably make a fun drinking game out of this movie.
Probably.
Every time they go to the bar.
Every time they show up at the bar.
Every time you can't understand someone,
Every time
you'd
they
be
say
dead.
something
If it was
dumb.
every time you can't understand them, you're dead by the end of this movie.
Every time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I guess like my question to you guys is like, what animal do you want to see next?
Yeah, they've done cocaine.
What
bear.
animal? Which drug?
Yeah, what
I need to
animal
see
would
Heroin hippo.
That would be so funny.
Black tar. Battle horse.
Fent
Black tar
flamingo?
bearded
Yes, Fent flamingo is perfect.
Okay. But yeah, I think we
dragon.
really
Fent flamingo.
we really need to see
That's
the
crazy.
100 Men versus One Gorilla movie.
Opioid ostrich.
There's so many good options.
Ooh.
Marijuana monkeys.
Oh,
Imagine,
Cannabis cats.
ganja gorillas.
imagine a monkey just like smoking a joint.
I don't know if I have to imagine that. It probably happens.
The lean lion.
Guys, someone's got to get on these.
Yeah,
These are, we're
come
we're
on
spitting
now.
like
Hollywood.
this is gold right here.
Yeah.
Asylum, please.
Just let me write it. Let me write the
Yeah,
movie.
yeah,
literally.
put Caden on the Asylum's writing team.
Yeah, I got that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's all we have for today's episode.
Yeah, it was a pleasure being here.
It was a pleasure having you.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
Oh, good morning.
Yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. We'll see you in 2 weeks
Yeah.
With something.
with another one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay.
Yay.
Yay.
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah. It is a lot of fun.
How long was this?